So this episode of Raw is in Hollywood, Los Angeles, California. Bright lights, stars, and bullshit. The show starts with basically Roman Reigns. It's like, fuck, dude. Damn it. It either starts with this guy or it ends with this guy. And it's like, fuck, broken record all over the place. There was even a "We Want Strowman" chant when he was coming out. And, okay, Reigns, you know, he's getting basically booed out of the building by the men and being cheered by, by usual, the women and children and shit. So he's like, well, if you let me talk, you guys may like this. And all the guys, boo. And he's like, yeah. So he talks about last week about being choked out in the Kikina clutch by Samoa Joe. And all the guys, yeah, you got choked out last week. Yeah, we want to see that shit again. Always lose, don't get belts. And then, okay, so after Joe chokes him out, Strowman makes his way to the ring. And he said that Strowman was acting like a coward and attacked Roman while he was down. Okay, fine. So he says, well, I've never been in an ambulance match before. So it's basically like, oh, that's another fucking thing I have to accomplish and conquer and say that I've done because this is my yard. So he basically says he accepts the challenge. He's like, this is my yard. I make the rules. Woo! Yeah, an ambulance shows up. Okay, so Roman Reigns, all right, look. This segment went on way too fucking long. Run down there and just open that fucking shit. Why the fuck are you timid? It looked like Roman Reigns was kind of timid. Oh my god, there's an ambulance, there's Strowman in there. Basically, that's what he was doing. So he finally gets there, he opens the back of the ambulance and no one's there. You hear the crowd cheering, well, at least the men. Yeah, because Strowman shows up and beats Roman down. Okay, not only does he throw him... Alright, they were on the floor where the ambulance was. He throws him back on the ramp. Roman tries to fight back, and he even does a Superman, but oh no. He gets caught. He's like, and Strowman's like, fuck that. And from ramp to ambulance, slam, he throws him into the ambulance, and Roman goes down. Strowman goes out, picks Roman up, throws him in the ambulance, shuts the door, woo! So wait a minute. You're telling me that it's going to be this easy on a fucking segment, but during the match, it'll take like 15 to 20 minutes for one of them to do that shit. Okay, he got attacked from behind, fine. But fucking, man, But at least Roman Reigns got fucking shoved in the ambulance and he just got sent on his way and we didn't see him for the rest of the show. So, okay, fine. So... Raw! Yeah, Braun Strowman. Yeah, he's back. See, the thing about it is, this feud has been a long-lasting feud. And it should have carried... I've said this before. They should have met at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns had no business challenging the fucking Undertaker. He just didn't. So, yeah. And after Strowman, where are they going to go from here when this feud is done? If it ever gets fucking done. Wait. So, after the ambulance match, is it still going to be like, I'm not finished with you? Are we going to hear that shit again? Who knows? So, you have Elias Sampson, Sheamus, and Cesaro sitting in a ring on a chair with microphones, like headpieces, and Samson, and they're about, okay, Samson's like, usually I go solo, but since this is, LA, Hollywood, and stuff like that, yeah, I'm going to do a trio. So, before they get to sing... no singing today. The Hardys and Finn Balor interrupt. In a pretty standard 6-man tag team match, yeah, Finn Balor actually ends up pinning Cesaro, so the faces win. And it's like, okay, alright, just get this over with. Okay, shout out to Blaze from the Blaze and Milfunsky podcast. He said he was actually at the show. And he said that during the commercial breaks that Matt Hardy was doing his broken gimmick. So, why the fuck is that not on television to make the shit interesting with the fucking Hardys? Wait, okay. Are they gonna have it finished with the tag team situation? Oh, so they're gonna chase for the belts, and then when they don't get belts, then Matt is gonna go with broken and do his broken gimmick? Is that when it's gonna happen? Or is it just gonna be stuck with commercial breaks? But anyway, Finn Balor, yeah, he basically gets showcased for the last couple of minutes. He takes down Cesaro. He takes down the rest of the team. Okay, look, fine. The faces win. So have the tag team championship match take place at Great Balls of Fire, and then have Elias Sampson and Finn Balor take place. I mean, come on, that's just basically common sense at this point. The faces win. Oh God, tonight, the Shattered Truth. Okay, yeah, Goldust. Alright, fine. So, Goldust actually comes to the ring with his own cameraman dressed in gold. Why no wig? Fuck, man. Look, if you're going to go back to say the Golden Age has returned, then bring back the fucking golden wig that you debuted in 1996 when you were Goldust in the WWF. Why haven't you done that shit? Look, we already know that you're bizarre, okay? Go full bizarre, like the way you used to be when you were Goldust 21 years ago when you debuted in the WWF. Oh, but their match never started. R-Truth, no rapping, anything like that. He comes to the ring, he basically tries to feel sorry for the cameraman and stuff like that, so he gets beat down. So the match never fucking begins, and the cameraman is filming everything. So, yeah, I guarantee you next week, they're going to have that camera footage of that cameraman and R-Truth being beat down, because that's what the Shattered Truth is going to be all about as far as the production that Goldust promised. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Come on, the match never got started, man. Fuck. Dude. So, you got Paul Heyman that says that Brock Lesnar will be there to call out Samoa Joe. But during that backstage interview, Joe actually shows up and, and basically grabs Heyman from behind. I'm just an advocate. Shh. This is not for you. This is not going to be for you. I'm not going to waste it on you. I'm going to waste it. I'm going to have it for Brock. This is for Brock later tonight. And it was like caressing Paul Heyman like a pet. Like, yeah. Shh. Yeah, and I'm like, oh, come on. Just fucking get that shit in that segment. Yeah, but he says the Coquina Clutch was going to be for Brock Lesnar for tonight when Brock calls Samoa Joe out. So, there's going to be a gauntlet match for the #1 contendership for the Women's Championship, which Alexa Ms. Bliss holds. So, you have Bayley picking her number. Okay, as Kurt Angle watches. And now, the most abysmal, oh my God, horrible segment of Raw. Miz TV, Jizz TV. And it has the Ball family. Oh my God, this was so fucking cringeworthy. First of all, The Miz calls himself the Michael Jordan of the WWE. Well, Jordan was never a coward, and Jordan actually worked hard and actually has talent and, and stuff like that. So, no. Just no. Oh my God. This was... I can't even I can't go into the segment. I just can't. No. I absolutely refuse. This segment was so fucking garbage that it was just... Oh my God. But anyway, it led up to a match between the Jizzaraj versus Ambrose, Heath Slater, and Rhino. So, basically, you had the Jizzaraj, which is Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel, basically do all the fucking work. Oh, but that's the usual thing now, Why are we surprised by that? But, oh, God, this is... And the heels actually end up winning. But, oh God, look, yeah, that segment was so fucking horrible. And guess what? The Jizz was running from Ambrose during the fucking match. Anyway, Enzo and Cass breakup part 2. God. Okay, look. Long story short on this, Enzo basically calls out Big Cass, and basically, he wanted to talk man to man, and he basically, he agreed with everything that Big Cass said last week, talking about he can be annoying and stuff like that, and he talks too much, and okay, fine. But he says that he did not want to throw everything away as far as their friendship, and as far as them working toward to be the champs. They want to be Raw Tag Team Champions. Okay, fine. So, Oh God! Look, if you fell for this, then obviously you haven't been watching wrestling for long. Because even some of the crowd even fell for this. Okay, Big Cass actually said that he had regret and he was ashamed to look in the mirror. And I'm like, come on, just attack already in this fucking segment. So they end up hugging each other, and it's like, yeah, we don't want it to end. All right, fine, I'm sorry, and stuff like that. And for, anyone that's against this, there's only one word to describe you, okay. And they finally make it up to the ramp. They finally make it up to the top of the ramp, and then that's when that Big Cass clotheslines Enzo. And then all the guys was like, it's about time, yeah! The men basically erupted, and I was just like, okay, fine, now end this shit. All right, but yeah, Big Cass ends up picking up Enzo and throws him down the fucking ramp. And I'm like, all right, cut, end it, all right, yeah. So, go to commercial. And the funniest thing about it is when it came back from commercial, Big Cass goes up to Corey Graves and basically scares the fuck out of Corey Graves. Corey Graves basically looks like the Miz at this point. Don't hurt me. And Big Cass was like, I don't know what you have on Kurt Angle, but it must be something really good. But yeah, stay out of my business. And basically Big Cass just walks away. And Corey Graves is like, piss, shit, maybe. Yeah, Corey Graves, yeah. But anyway, Kurt Hawkins against Seth Rollins. Look. Who thinks that I'm going to lose this match? Kurt Hawkins actually has the nerve to ask that. Who actually thinks I'm going to win this match? Okay, we know that you're not going to fucking win this match. You're going against Seth Rollins. We know that unless there's some form of big interference, we knew that you weren't going to fucking win. Kurt Hawkins tried to have a good showing, but to no avail. Seth Rollins actually fucking wins the match. And then, well, what do you know? This is a broken record. The Bray Wyatt thing. Alright, and he's on the Titantron again! They tried the segment last week about them colliding, and Seth Rollins just dove on them, and that was it. But, God. So, Bray Wyatt is like, look, if you want to value your redemption, give in. I want to save you. Be careful. I'm like, come on. Be careful what you wish for. I'm like, all right. Just fucking brawl already. Yeah, great balls of fire. I guess they're going to collide. So, backstage, Mickie James and Dana Brooke pick their number for the Gauntlet match. And the Beast arrives. When the Beast arrives, he arrives in like an SUV. But he gets out and he doesn't even have the Universal Championship belt. Where the fuck is your title? Where the fuck is your belt? What, they keep it for safekeeping backstage? Or yeah, you can't even fucking take the belt home? It's not even fucking yours? Well, it shouldn't be anyway because you're barely there and you don't defend it and shit like that. You don't even fucking talk in the fucking microphone. You have a advocate doing it for you, but I guess that's what it is. Alright, fine. So, Paul Heyman. Alright. He's like, alright, look. Joe does not fear Lesnar. And he said that Joe basically had to cheap shot Lesnar as, okay, at the beginning he cheap shot at Lesnar. And then while people were holding Lesnar down, he cheap shotted him again. And alright. He said that, okay, this was basically to call out Samoan Joe, who Paul Heyman called a Samoan dumbass. So, called him out for a fight. Alright, fine. Brock Lesnar. And Brock Lesnar comes out, belt around his waist. Okay, fine. But Joe shows up and basically attacks and basically tries so hard to get the Coquina Clutch. Brock Lesnar tried to fight him off, but eventually he actually got the Coquina Clutch on. But before Brock Lesnar could quote-unquote pass out, that's when people come out, the roster they come out and security comes out and pulls Joe off of Brock Lesnar. So it's like, okay, yeah, we have an unfinished business there. So, now the best question is, will the Coquina Clutch be put on Brock Lesnar and then Brock Lesnar pass out and lose the Universal Championship to Samoa Joe? That's the question. Oh, yeah, but after that, Joe will cough up that belt to fucking Roman Reigns. Or there will be a triple threat match, which Joe will get pinned by Roman Reigns, and then Brock won't lose the belt. Anyway, Vince Dorado versus Neville. Okay. And you have Akira Tozawa down at ringside. Now, look, this is one of my basic pet peeves. If you're going to have the cruiserweights on your show, then, then why do you have 205 Live in the fucking first place? Just have your own show of 205 Live with all the cruiserweights there. But, no. Yeah, so Neville actually fucking wins that match. And then, well, Titus O'Neil, which is not, it's not called the Titus brand anymore, it's called Titus Worldwide, and it's like, oh god, no. After the match, Tozawa actually gets up in the ring and actually undoes his shirt and stuff like that, and that great balls of fire. Well, what do you know, there's going to be a Cruiserweight Championship match, and there's no confrontation, there's no attack in the ring, even though Neville and Tozawa were just standing there, and it's just like, oh god, no. So you're gonna perhaps end Neville's Cruiserweight Championship run with some interference by fucking Titus or Apollo Crews. Anyway, it's just, yeah. Emma picks her number for the Gauntlet match. Now, the thing about it is they kept the numbers so secretive and you couldn't even read their faces or whatever. They were just like, okay, fine. So what was the point of showing them pick the number if there's not going to be any words or emotions involved? I don't get it. It's just, yeah, just a waste of time for them being on the fucking air. It's just, yeah. Anyway, so Heyman basically sells Great Balls of Fire in that pay-per-view and says that, yeah, if the Coquina Clutch gets on Brock Lesnar, yeah, Brock is going to be in a bit of trouble and stuff like that. So he basically sold the event for us as far as watching. Yeah, okay, fine. And in another bad segment of the night, Nia Jax and Alexa Miz Bliss, because she acts just like the Miz. Now, God, it's just... She wishes Nia good luck. Nia's like, I don't need it. And Alexa's like, yeah, we don't need it. Just run this gauntlet and then we'll settle, oh, God, no. Just, I know how you feel. I've been judged. You've been judged for part of your life. I've been judged for mine. And trying to just kiss up the Nia Jax. So, you actually have the gauntlet match. Bayley and Nia start first. Nia Jax basically ran the gauntlet. She beat Bayley, then she beat Mickie James, then she beat Dana Brooke. Duh. She beat Emma. Duh. One by one, they all fall to the mighty Nia Jax. Oh, so Nia has been wrestling for, some 20-something minutes. So Sasha Banks is the last person, and she comes down and actually, oh God. So Nia will not get a title shot. Still, one-on-one, it's not going to happen. The Boss wins. The Boss makes Nia Jax tap out to the bank statement. So it will be the Boss versus Alexa Miz at Great Balls of Fire, and it's just like, you're telling me that you had the hype go up to maybe Nia Jax getting her one-on-one shot for this title, and then you say no, you give it to somebody that's basically been in the title scene since the title's inception. Yeah. The Boss is going to get another fucking title shot and maybe another title reign. Oh, God. Or, I don't know. Yeah. But after the match, Kurt Angle comes out. He raises the hand of Sasha Banks. Then Alexa comes out. She gets in the ring. She gets punked. She basically just kicked out of the fucking ring. And yeah, Sasha holds up the belt and teases Alexa with it. Yeah. And basically the show ends like that. Oh, God. This Raw was just middle fingered to the max. With stupid and abysmal segments, and oh god, just yeah. I don't know. Anyway, do you think I'm full of shit? What did you think about the show? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Please tell me what you think in the fucking comments. I'm always open for a debate about wrestling. While you're at it, hit that like button. Hit subscribe. Just... Raw is just... Yeah. Drop kicks, body slams, throw motherfuckers over top rope, both feet hitting the floor. Yes, I'm a wrestling fan. And Raw was just... Damn! Raw's been this way for a while. How can we help it? How can this be fixed? This is the theme, and I'll see you later. Credits.